damn it. Alright, goddammit. Let's do this. I know I be tripping. But ooh, wait a minute. Alright. Well, shit happens. And what you gotta learn to do is handle shit with what's real. I know you haven't been really hearing from me as much as I would like you to. And it's probably gonna stay like that for a while. My voice is fucked up. I've been going through some medical procedures. I mean, they're not life and death type procedures, but they procedures that knock a motherfucker down for a while. And that's that. But I still need to do shit for Thinkific, my new site. And I'm getting used to Instagram. This probably ain't shit to you motherfuckers, but this is big shit to me. Seriously big shit. You know, you do whatever, and then you can edit it right there. Man, I can't do all that goddamn shit. So I gotta record the shit, you know, and hope it's alright. And if it ain't, I gotta do it again, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, fucking with Instagram. You know, you could see reels or whatever they call it. But, you know, I fucking saw where some dude claiming this abba-dabba that I be talking about. Motherfucker got caught up in some kind of problem involving minors. Now, there's photos in little video clips and all kinds of incriminating shit on him, except they don't really identify this minor. What I'm saying is, the motherfucker who made the post was wondering if the dude that was in trouble, you know, should he make a deal or take a deal or not. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is me talking. In my opinion, this is the kind of concern, in quotes, we don't need. I could give a fuck that this motherfucker talking about he was, you know, in the game. And I know how much shit happened in the game. But these pictures where these bitches certainly looked young. Same with the videos. It's just incriminating. Now this particular woman that's, I guess, testifying or whatever, we didn't really see a picture of her. But we saw a picture and videos of how this motherfucker rolled. I ain't even convicting you. Listen. What I'm saying is this. There is no way a real participant of this Abba would give a fuck what happens to this motherfucker. Why? Because he and all who are concerned with what happens to his fucking ass are what gives this game a black eye. I mean, you gotta handle shit with what's real. Things give the game a black eye. What are they? I'm just telling you, shit like that. Nigga talking about he about this game and he doing some shit with kids. You know, there is a such thing as getting caught in the cross. That means you doing something that's touching the cross, but you not violating the cross. But some kind of way you get caught up in what you doing, and I'm saying you caught in the cross, because whether you was doing it or not, people think you was doing it as far as the police. So, your ass was doing it. Who gives a fuck what you really, excuse me. Who gives a you know me. And when I start, spitting some real live to the heart what I believe shit, I start hiccuping. But what I'm saying is, if you get caught in the cross, you can claim whatever the fuck. But the cross is whatever you claim it ain't shit. Because what they saying it is way stronger to the motherfucking jury than what the fuck you saying. Why? Not cause you a nigga. Because motherfuckers be lying. Motherfuckers be twisted. Not that you lying. Not that you twisting. But the motherfucker gonna present it as that. So listen. I'm talking about something. You gotta wait for me. See, if you caught in the cross, and it really, is an honest mistake, you still gonna pay a huge price because you fucking with this Abba Dabba. A regular motherfucker go to work every day, blah, 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 make a mistake. They gonna pat him up, not pat him, but they gonna do whatever, but they gonna motherfucking not do what they gonna do to you. So what I'm saying is, unless you got caught in the cross, unless you got caught in the cross, you have to understand, fuck you. Why? Because fucking with minors, in this dude's case, ain't cool. So you ain't gonna bring that bullshit to me about the game, motherfucker looking out for each other, blah, blah, blah. I think you deserve whatever you going through. Because you were, or it looks as if you was fucking uh, with minors. See, what I'm saying is, real motherfuckers don't do that shit. Real motherfuckers know the laws of whatever game they in. They know what they can do and what they can't do. So what I'm really saying, if the nigga got videos and pictures of some shit that ain't cool, I'm saying fuck him. Because he did what he deserved what he getting. Because he must have wanted what he's faced with. Because real niggas like me, I never fucked with a young bitch. But I had plenty of partners that did. And them niggas wasn't taking no pictures, wasn't being, with them bitches in their car. I'm saying, the bitches, she might be whatever, 16, but she acting like she 28. But she ain't. That's what's real. She ain't 28. So why the fuck would you take a chance on her being in your fucking car with you? I'm just saying. You motherfuckers gotta understand that these laws, the laws that you worried about, they did not start in 2000. I don't know if you call it this, but that's what we used to call it, the bitch. Man, that nigga got pimped, got charged, then they gave that nigga the bitch. Now what I'm saying is the bitch is life. So when let's say you a pimp nigga and you fucking around and you don't know these things that could get you life, but you doing them, is that on you or is that on the rules? Because what I'm saying is this, man, and you gotta understand this. You could get life. I'm talking about since 1950 or 40. You could get life if you was caught in the car. No, if you was caught in the wrong state associated with more than one white bitch, especially in your car. Crossing the state lines with any hoes, black or white, Mexican, it didn't matter. Crossing the straight line. I'm finna go to New York, man. Me and these bitches rolling. You telling your partner and you gone. Every state line you cross, you done committed felonies. So, more than one broad. I'm talking about you in the same city you grew up in, you doing some shit, blah, 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 and you got problems, and you got two broads testifying on you. More than one broad testifying on your ass would get you 30 plus years. Now what I'm saying is these was the laws since whatever year they was implemented. Do you think that stopped a nigga like me? I just learned the laws. And what I did, if they think I'm pimping and I say I'm pimping, they can't take me to jail for that. They can take me to jail for them seeing a hoe pay me. They can take me to jail for all kind of shit. But they can't take me to jail for being a pimp. So that's what they knew about me. And what I'm saying, we all pimp past that motherfucking law of those fucking laws. And this is what I'm talking about when I say you motherfuckers think scary. Thinking the way you think life, 30 years, blah, blah, blah. Thinking that shit make you scared enough to accept any motherfucking thing that bitch come in and tell your ass. Baby, how much money you get? Oh, I didn't get but $40. Bitch, what? Oh, the police was crazy and it was this or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, tomorrow it gotta be better. You think I ever said some shit like that? Bitch, $40. If it's like that tomorrow, not only am I gonna beat your fucking ass, but you better call me from jail. If you call me from jail, of course I'm coming and get you. But if you don't call me from jail, you better not come in here telling me about some kind of $40 goddamn dollars. So, you gotta stay away from this goddamn abadabba if you can't stand it. Because there's consequences. Niggas go to the pen in any slick shit. I don't care what it is. If they get caught slipping, they going to the pen. I was out there and found out about the consequences. I mean, whatever they was doing, stealing car, man, you can't do that because this gonna happen. Ooh, they knew whatever it was. Now, I didn't, go to the fucking pen. So it's possible. And I ain't the only nigga that didn't go. Since you motherfuckers like statistics, only 1% of the niggas with this game goes to the pen for gang-related shit. I'm talking about if you a drag nigga and you really, really, really doing good, the percentage in that particular area could be high. Could be 30%, maybe 50%. But in the other games, the other aspects of it, it's so low that when overall you fucking add it together, 1% of motherfuckers. You gotta be really fucking up to go to the pen in any game you in. Now, just cause you're in the game and you're in the streets and you're doing all kind of shit, you can say when you go to jail, man, I'm a pimp nigga, woo woo, but you in jail for car theft or burglary. All that kind of goddamn shit go on. In the 70s and 80s, massage parlors was the shit for them hoes. And in the 80s and 90s, the phone was the fucking shit for punk ass bitches. See, those broads would ride by them foot stompers like me and Tay's hoes, and they would scream out the window bragging about not having to be on the streets, avoiding whole cases, avoiding whatever. What I'm saying is all those suckers found out what my bitches and my black ass already knew. The kind of motherfucking bitches that, choose that kind of work, they weak as shit, and they'll give a nigga up in a minute if that parlor they was working in or if that service they was working on got busted. See, the streets make you strong to the cold. Everything else is why you not on the street, which means you trying to avoid various aspects of the code. So what I'm saying is, some of those street hoes tried to escape that goddamn rigors of the streets. And they went to the massage parlor or the phone or whatever the fuck. And when they came home with their money representing what they was doing, they had them soft ass motherfuckers who was themselves tired of dealing with the popo. So this is what you can get there, baby, okay. Man, so they allowed them hoes to get lazy. Them lazy hoes would ride by, like I say, bragging about not having to be on the streets. And some of them real hoes bought into that shit. But when they brought it home, we pimps, we would not give a fuck about how easy some other bitch got it. What you do is take your punk ass over wherever that bitch man is and choose that nigga bitch. Cause I'm about this Q. That's how we all of us. That's how we all handle it. There's no telling what you so-called men would do today when it comes to what's real. If you motherfuckers got down with me, especially with this think if it shit, you'd see why there's that fucking need that I keep talking about for you motherfuckers to stand up and make these fucked up women meet your standards. Or better yet, get some fucking standards. Get some standards to live up to in your life. Instead of acting as if you one of those Rubbermaid products with all the bending and twisting you do to please whatever woman you fucking with. It ain't your bitch. It's just a bitch that you fucking with. Because my bitch pleased me. And pleasing me pleases her. So there's no way I could lose. See, the shit your bitch had you doing to have her is why she got you. And she know it. You wouldn't have so many problems, getting these off-brand fucking knockoff women if you took the proper approach. Cause I know whatever the bitch doing in the massage parlor, out cars, whatever, holding on the streets, you taking the fucking same chance. If you fucking with that bitch, you taking the same chance. And all those different ways got different amounts of money that you can get. So if you putting the bitch to work and you want to get the lesser amount of money, then you go ahead on and do one of those other fucking things. Because the real money is on the track. The only thing that bitch can do is accept or reject. What the fuck you talking about? And if the bitch rejected, fuck you, bitch. But if she accepted, she sees she getting to live in the environment that she didn't got exposed to. Fabulous homes, vehicles for hoes, apartments that's yours, that you use this trick ass. Come on. Shit. The only thing, what I'm saying is, I guess you guys would get dumped by the internet. or social media, anything social media. I'm saying if the bitch don't like you no more, instead of the bitch kicking with you, we have a problem giving you a chance to knock her back off. She gonna Instagram you. Hey, it ain't cool. You know what? It's like over. I'm gone. I mean, that's how y'all like it. You don't care that the motherfuckers see the women that's doing that to you. It's only doing it because they see you as suckers. I've been told most dudes I've been told by women that most dudes who get at them never think of the things that I like talking about. And I'm telling you, I know that there's a sucker out there just waiting to find any bitch so he can take care of her. So, most of you motherfuckers are lucky because if a sugar daddy gets the fucking bitch you fucking with, you would be lost and confused. Alfred Bloomingdale called my bitch until she talked to me. Alfred Bloomingdale. You heard of Bloomingdale's, the store. And when the bitch talked to me, not only did she keep charging him for 15 more years, he knew he didn't have no action in getting the bitch. See, the reason you'd be lost is none of you motherfuckers stand on the principle of having a woman instead of her having you. You think she makes the money, so you'll accept anything from the bitch. Shit. Yeah, I know you making the money and fuck you. You can't even get my motherfucking money getting that shit. No, please let me go to work. I'll do better. Bitch, fuck you. Go choose one of them lesser niggas because you can't pay me that shit. And you done brought that shit in tonight, and I think you did it one other night before tonight. I swear I won't do it again. Please give me another chance. Bitch. It's against my better pimp judgment. But I thought you had it in you when I fucked with you. You disappointed me when you showed me you didn't. But if you saying you just wasn't going hard, is that what you saying? Oh, yes, I wasn't going hard. I'll go hard now. Well, bitch, it's against my better pimp judgment. But I'm going to give you another chance. Thank you, Rosebud. Thank you so much. I'm going to go get my money. Oh, okay. Now, what I'm saying, what did I just tell you about? Me telling the bitch, go get my money, ho. Or me letting the bitch know, if you ain't right, you can't pay me. Which one is going to make her wanna pay my fucking ass? So, you motherfuckers believe in this abba-dabba you say. Well, I'll tell you something. I figured out, and maybe it'll help you. I'll tell you something that I actually figured out. If you're about this abba-dabba, and you depend on the information from people you interact with on the internet, or you believe any of the square shit that you used to believe, even if that information seemed as if it was, good information, but if it was shit you believed when you was a square, it ain't gonna help you in this game. Because you can't mold the game to fit you. You gotta mold your ass to fit the game. Now, when something's happened to you in life, it's for a reason. And let me tell you, motherfuckers, something. The reason all this shit happened to y'all that's listening is because you don't call in, you don't try to expose what's going on in your mind. You want to hide it, and you want to think about it yourself. Well, keep doing that, man, because I don't give a fuck about any one of you motherfuckers. Well, except the one that call in, and they want to talk. Now, probably in the next few minutes, gonna get some goddamn calls. Well, fuck all y'all, man. I'm kicking shit, and you motherfuckers do not have anything to say. Okay. Like I say, when something happens in life, it's for a reason. And that reason is so you can learn something that you didn't know prior to having whatever problem. If you're in Indiana and you post your dilemma on Facebook, you may get, I don't know, several responses. But you won't get anything that's meant for you. You're not. If you don't stay down in the environment that will give it to you true, otherwise wherever the fuck you was to have the problem, that's where you're supposed to be to learn how to deal with it. So for, let's say, an Indian, it may be a reservation. There he gonna get it true. Getting shit from the internet is no different than thinking you're gonna get it from a book. In both instances, you're gonna read the information, and all you're gonna do is be reading it. Life is designed to be lived by those motherfuckers who go through what it takes to live it. There's no shortcuts. You motherfuckers try to take shortcuts and don't realize there are none. The young motherfuckers of the day are really the ones who are true haters of what it takes to live under the goddamn game's rule. I was accused of being a hater. I remember when we was in a nigga we knew came up on the business or a gang of money and he left the game. But especially if that business he went into somehow was related, to the game. Like a club or a restaurant, something like that. We supported that motherfucker. Every pimp nigga in the town would be at his joint. We weren't mad at the motherfucker for leaving the life, especially if the nigga stayed fly. We was glad to support his fucking ass. To keep his ass from coming back and getting in our motherfucking way. No, I'm really serious. Just because he charged us to eat at his restaurant was no reason to think he was trying to play on us. Simply because we seen him doing some square shit or picking up the tab for a bunch of bitches, that didn't distract from his stature. It just disgusts me to be involved in shit where niggas are mad at me for the shit they spread that I do. I ain't easy on no bitch, but I do make it easy for a bitch to be with me. If they wasn't real about this game, if they was really real about this game, the motherfuckers would be glad to see me doing something. As long as I wasn't begging from them. They would especially be glad if they was about this, cute. They don't have to spend one red cent if they don't want to. Not in my establishment. But they would rather call me a game hater because I do not support the lightweight shit they be screaming about this game. I have never lived in the era where there were so many one hole having niggas claiming this cute. Real motherfuckers respect a motherfucker retiring from the street. And especially if the nigga ain't begging from nobody who stayed down. But that's just how we supposed to roll. Nigga doing what he do until he come up and don't have to do it no more. Have you heard of the saying, many are called but very few are chosen? Do any of you motherfuckers know what that means? In our lifestyle, we gotta understand that people have a herd mentality. That means just as herds of bison or cattle or horses, humans flock to whatever they see somebody else doing. You have 100,000 bison. They grazing at the bank of a large fucking river. And where they grazing at, they done ate damn near all the shit up. Now the only thing they need to do is cross this waterway, and they have a brand new whole whatever bunch of shit to be eaten. But the catch is this fucking waterway is full of hungry ass alligators. Now every single one of those bison are scared to death of being eaten by the gators. That's why they're standing at the edge and not going in the water. That's the herd mentality. That's what one of us doing, we're all going to do it. Now let's say I'm a bison and I start to cross first or among the first. The rest of the bison know that this shit is fucking dangerous. So they continue to eat on whatever's left to eat, thinking about what the fuck to do. Now when another couple of them motherfuckers jump in across, the gators know that they can get busy now because it's enough of them motherfuckers in there that they ain't gonna get to escape. What I'm saying is the herd mentality is gonna not only make all 100,000 of them jump in that fucking waterway right now. Well, the gators ain't got to do nothing but stand there on the side and grab one. Not only they gonna do that, the gators know it. So, once the rest of the herd sees the lead bisons crossing the river, they'll all join in because that's what herds do. See, my point to you is motherfuckers see me in the river and I done damn near made it to the other side. So they dive in, and then before you know it, the fucking herd is in the river crossing it. And by the time they get over to the other side, they'll be minus a gang of them motherfuckers that got ate. See, leaders are chosen by the path they take to lead. Now, to reside among the chosen, shouldn't you need to prove yourself? Do you think you need to just say it? The way you prove it is by going through what it takes to last in this life. Now, in the bison's case, is knowing when to take the chance to cross the river. When you do that, not only do you make it because you did it first, because that's when you should cross the river first. If the alligators went after the first motherfucker that went in there, none of the other motherfucking bison would come in the water. So they gotta make it look like they can make it across. And when a whole bunch of bison is in there, they don't really see this particular one get snatched and dragged to the bottom. I mean, I'm just saying, everything has a right way to deal with it. Now, I heard some of the silliest shit, and it was about a personal friend of mine. I ain't gonna repeat it, and I ain't gonna mention this nigga's name. But the motherfucker that was telling me that shit, well, let's just say I'm inclined to believe him, because most things he tell me are real. Which brings me to, why do people think they need to go out of their lane? I stayed in my lane in the streets, and when I realized it was time to change lanes, I created a new lane for me. That don't necessarily make me better than the next motherfucker, but it keeps my jacket clean. That's one of the motherfucking most important things you can do when you out of the streets. Clean jackets are rare, and I got one. You guys out there in the streets, you know you don't, you know, you really just don't know what opportunities are going to come to you because you lived in the fast lane and you left with a clean jacket. Do you know how much business knowledge you get from running a crew of bitches? Do you realize all that lying and faking you did can actually help you tell a hell of a story in a book? Man, I wear so many hats because the streets taught me to be a jack of all trades, but be sure to master one. I mastered what I did and what I do because I mastered thinking. Nothing, and I do mean not a thing, will stop me from getting where I want to go once I decide I want to go there. Now, all you cats, how long I've been on here? 45 minutes. And not one of you motherfuckers had anything to say. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying I wouldn't be like that. I would have had to say something about some of this shit because I want to kick it with whoever's dropping shit like this. But no, you motherfuckers want to stay incognito. That's why you really should enjoy my new sidewalku.thinkific.com. Thinkific is THINKIFIC. And what I'm saying is you should enjoy it because you can stay hidden. No one knows you're doing it. The only person knows you're doing it is you and your bank. So you don't have to try to hide. You don't have to try to fake. You don't have to do none of the shit you're doing as far as not calling in, but tuning in. If you're going to tune in, you should want to talk to who the fuck you listening to. But I ain't mad at you. I'm going to just be glad that I got what I got. I'm out.